Okay, so let's start with how annoying these enemies are. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the second generation Albinorex. They're not that bad, honestly. I think they're mostly fine. They are fairly chill. They're not too difficult to kill. The cartwheeling animation is very funny to look at, and their stupid faces are just a joy. So I would say the Albinorex, we're gonna put them in F, which is actually good. Should we rename these categories? I don't know. Well, they're cool. Okay. Worst enemy in the game. All right, and something in between. Okay. Now, what do we have here? Okay, we have the spirit of those guys. Now, I have to wonder if the archers are going to be separated in a different category, because if they are not, these guys are at least A tier. Like, stupidly annoying. Kinda bad. Meh. They're okay. Actually, let's do it. Okay, I guess. And then they're cool. All right, that's my grading system. Okay. See, if it was separated between the archers and the normal ones, I would put the normal ones probably in the somewhere in between the meh or kind of bad, arguably. But the archers alone would have been like the worst enemy in the game. Like, they are so freaking stupidly annoying. They are positioned in the worst kind of places. They have, I think, the highest range of arrows of any enemy in any game, other than maybe like, you know, those kind of set pieces giants that shoot you from a tower away. Like, as a normal enemy, I think they are the worst. But since it includes all of them, I think it's gonna be a deserved A tier. Like, stupidly annoying. And I'm being disconnected from my chat. Okay, we go. Next, we have those weird balls of mages. Again, I don't think they are separated between the version that bombards you from the sky and the version that just, you know, has that sort of weird breeze. I don't think that they're bad though. I don't know, if I manage to kill them very easily with a melee build, I'm sure for like a ranged build they're gonna be super fine. I think they're okay. Like, there was never a moment where they posed a threat. Or I felt like I had to tread carefully. Now these things, those are probably, ooh. I mean, that could even become like one of the worst ones. So those are the archer, the lieutenant people. The archers on the hidden town, like the Everjail town, were so freaking bad. So bad. Annoying. They have a ton of HP. And again, perfect map placement to maximize their effect. But I think I'm rating this because the one on the dogs, I couldn't kill them. I had to run away. I honestly avoided them. They are so strong. They chase you. They shoot arrows as their dogs bite you. Can't find them on a horse. You can't find them on foot. It's just they're so bad. They're so bad. At least for me. For my build, they were terrible. I mean, the nobles, they're just they're just fodder, aren't they? But nothing. Wolf fighters are rough, yeah. Very rough. I'm gonna leave them there. Obviously, we're gonna readjust as we put more and more in there, right? Yeah, no, the nobles, they're cool. But chill, they don't pose any threat whatsoever. They cower in fear. It's not an issue. What is this? What is that? It's a tiny image. I can't really tell where they're from. Let's move on. We're gonna come back to that. We have, what is that? Abyssments of Farul Zula? They're not that bad, are they? They're fine. Okay. Tougher than these guys, I suppose. But they're just, yeah, you fight them. At that point in the game, you're so strong that you don't really struggle fighting any of them, and they don't seem particularly annoying with their movesets. However, I'm gonna up them to meh now that I think about it, because the two guys on top of that broken piece of bridge that you teleport to using one of the special keys for the belfries, those two are very annoying, so I'm gonna put them in meh. Just because of those two. I don't know who that is. Who is that? I wish they put names on these things. Who is that? There's no other invader. Should we say it's Anastasia? Because it's the single invader that you see the most throughout the game. I don't even recognize the background. Yeah, I know. Let's say it's Anastasia, okay? Let's just say it's Anastasia, and I'm gonna put it in kind of bad. She's deceptively easy. She hurts like a freaking truck. She doesn't get stunned or staggered, and just the sheer fact that she keeps happening to me, like we've seen her 3-4 times throughout the game, it's kind of bad. It's kind of annoying, right? But I maybe died once to them, so it wasn't that bad, you know? It was just kind of bad. Ooh, oh, the knights, the big ones. Those are kind of bad. I'm talking specifically about the ones with the spears. Spear and shield, like the big knights, they are very tough. They have that whirlwind kind of move where they leap throughout the screen. They're very tanky, they don't stagger. They do a fuck ton of damage. So, hang on a second. I have to check. Is there the guy? I don't think they included the ones from Castle Sol with 2 swords. So I'm gonna up it to stupidly annoying because the ones with the 2 swords are insane. Again, if they were separated, can I add? I wish I could add them, you know? Yeah, I don't think I can add them, but hang on a second. Can we? Whatever. Oh no, I closed it. Oh no, I accidentally closed. Oh, it's fine. It saved it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. I'm gonna put them up to stupid and annoying. There's only 2 with the double, like, dual wielding great swords. Holy shit, they are so bad. They are really, really bad. Their combo is eternal. They swing until you die, and there is only cheese against them. So yeah, no, I'm gonna put them up there. Basilisks? They're not bad. I know people hate basilisks for some reason. I thought they were fine. They're just there. They don't really... I mean, the death AoE is very easy to dodge. They look goofy. They don't really hurt. Yes, they gave them like a little bit more HP than usual, but like, just little guys are hanging out. They're not that bad. They're fine. Yeah, they're fine. That one area with about 20 in the building, but it's normally fine. Yeah, exactly. But see, that's not like the basilisk itself that's bad. Like, if you put like 20 of any enemy in an area, it's gonna be bad no matter what, right? But the single enemy is silly. It's nothing. Battle mages, they're kind of bad. Battle mages are kind of bad. At least they were for me. They keep spamming spells if you stay mid to long range, and as soon as you get close, they keep spamming the fucking hammer move, which is ridiculous. It does so much damage, and just the amount of AoE when they slam their stupid hammer, it's insane. I hate them. I hate them. In fact, you know what? I hate them very much. I hate them very, very much. Perfumers are cool. They're okay. Unless it separates the rotten ones. Can we just already grab this guy and put him in here? Like, these guys are nothing. No, it's fine. Let's get this out of the way already. These are... I'm gonna put them up to meh, mostly because of the ones in Kaled, which are a little bit worse than the other ones. They're fairly easy to dodge though. And after finding out that you can just jump on their heads and like almost one-shot them, they're really funny. There's like a little guy stuck behind. They don't even have a chair. It seems like they are grabbing on for dear life to the back of that thing. So I kind of like them actually. Also, you can literally just run around them and they can't spawn very much. So. What is this? Is that a random animal? Like a boar? Nothing. Okay. Chariots. I think we can all agree they are the worst of the worst. Like, they are terrible and they should not be in the game. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. There's just... It's one of those things that I instinctively hate. I don't know why. I think it's because they are indestructible. Like, I can't be avoided so easy. I don't like to run away from things. I want to blow them up and I can't. So that, to me, makes them very annoying. I am willing to maybe drop them to stupidly annoying if I find anything that's worse than them. I can blow up one of them though. Yeah, but like one of them, well, is that? No, it's nothing. I'm gonna put these guys in here. So those are those broken gargoyles that you just find around the place and literally don't do anything other than blowing a little bit of fire on you. I don't think I ever got hit by one of them in the entire game. Even the ones in the what are they called? The The trees, like the deep root. Yeah, they were totally fine. Not that bad. These guys are nothing. Those are the inhabitants of Stormvale Castle, I think. Like the servants. But yeah, they don't really do anything. Same goes for the fire slimes. I was fairly scared of them when I saw them, but they don't do anything. And they're so easy to kill. I thought they would be, I don't know, doing damage around them, or they would be dropping fiery zones, but they just wobble around you and you just swing and kill them, so yeah, no, it's nothing. However, the sirens are awful. They're super tanky. They poison you, and they keep screaming. Stop yelling at me, okay? And stop flying around like a little bitch. Calm down and fight me. I hate them. I think a lot of flying enemies are gonna be around here. Now, here's probably a controversial take. I'm gonna put crabs in okay. I used to hate crabs in Dark Souls 3. But the Elden Ring ones are very easy to kill, very easy to dodge. They are nowhere near as bad as the Dark Souls 3 crabs. Honestly, this game kind of took away my fear of crabs. And to be fair, introduced a new fear, which is the lobsters. Gonna put like in... Not the worst enemy in the game, but it's fairly close. I hate fighting them. They're just bad. They're just bad. They are annoying. They jump around. They're fast. They're tanky. And if you're running away, they keep spitting at you. And like they have this insane laser targeting system. And they just hit you wherever you are, whatever you're running. I hate them. They're so awful. Also, I tried to attack one of them. And they turned into... I killed it, and then it turned into a bear or something. So I just hate them. That's an easy S rank for me. We have here. Let's see the scarabs. I think they're meh. They're just meh, yeah. I'm gonna put them in meh because most of them are fine. Like they would be okay. But like the invisible ones are annoying. And I don't know, it's just... There was also the gigantic one that gave nothing. It took like hours to kill. I still don't think it's a fun mechanic to have like the crystal lizards or the freaking crystal bugs or those stupid things that do nothing but run away from you and toss themselves off a cliff for no reason. That we could get rid of that entire mechanic. I think. I would not miss it if it was gone tomorrow. Bloodhound Knights. Meh. Honestly, it's the only really scary one is the one that you meet at the very beginning of the game. After that, they're easy. They're not that bad. I'm probably gonna put them at the top of the mech category. But they are very predictable. I didn't really struggle too much with them. Okay, this goes here. Fuck those things. I just don't know how to kill them. I hit them. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. Oh, is it a different crab here? Is that a different crab? What kind of crab is that? Gonna put them... Oh, those are the small crabs and those are the big crabs. Okay, the small crabs are cool. The big crabs are there. That's just a tiny little crabby. They're fine. I don't even know why they added all these things. Can we just get rid of them? Like random animals. You know what? The rams though, they're gonna go to okay, I guess, because like... bitches, you know what? Also turtles. No, turtles. The rams fight back and the boars. I don't think I've ever been hit by a boar, but a ram did hit me. Jellyfishes are okay. They're cool. They're kind of pretty as well. Same goes for these guys. They don't do anything, and some of them are even cool enough to just kill themselves and give you runes for free. They're fine. More soldiers. I'm gonna put them in okay just because these ones have the shield, which can sometimes be annoying, but like they're mostly okay. Misbegottens. Meh. Misbegottens are meh. Not that tough, but sometimes they just move in such a weird way that it kind of fucks you. The axe one are a bit tougher. I'm mostly thinking about the flying ones with the bows. Those are just nasty. Okay, I see this guy, so we can get that up there, I think. Big birds in Caelid, and I don't think I've ever fought the ones in Mogwin Palace, but I'm assuming those are kind of the worst games. They are bad. They're just bad. They freak out. They do a lot of damage. They close distances very quickly. I just hate them. I just hate them. I think I hate birds in general, but these guys especially, they're awful. These guys are nothing, are they? Like the naked zombies from, what, the beginning of Nocturne? But they're nothing. They're silly little goofs. What do we have here? Some of these things I can't really... Okay, this I can recognize. And I can tell these are kind of bad. Those are kind of bad. Yeah, can we all agree? I mean, I'm maybe even willing to put them in stupidly annoying, but they're actually fairly easy to kill, but I kind of hate them. I don't know why. They just... I suppose they are... It feels like they are specifically designed to trick you. If you walk into one of those tombs, there's just so much bullshit going on. Like, they put them up the walls, and they make you look somewhere, and then there's another one behind the corner, and there's just a bunch of little tricks like that, and it's silly. Hang on a second. There we go. A little bit lower music. So yeah, to me they are kind of bad. They're not difficult, don't get me wrong. This is not like how difficult they are, but it takes into consideration the difficulty as well, I suppose. But it's mostly how annoying I feel they are, and I kind of hate them. Is that Soraya? Or was she meant to represent... Okay, wait. And know why they're here. I mean, I get it. It was supposed to be probably a lizard man, but I feel bad now because I don't want to rate Zoraya. It's okay. I think the lizardmen are okay. There's a couple of them that are fairly tough. I don't think they're very annoying. I actually think they're kind of cute. I like their little stupid faces with the big smiles. I'm gonna leave them there. What else? What else do we have? Pots? Pots are me. I don't like how much poise they have. I don't know. It's kind of a weird enemy. I don't feel anything fighting them. They're just there. They're pots. I don't know what to say. What was the big one? We have to consider both of them, I think. Which is why they are up to me. Yeah, they're probably both me. Let's see. Ooh, hands. Oh. Hands are stupidly annoying. Especially the big one. The small ones are fine. The big ones are very, very annoying. And they are just creepy. I hate them because they remind me of spiders. They look like big finger spiders, and I hate them. Okay, that's more of a personal opinion. I think they are actually only kind of bad because if you have a fire weapon, they just wiggle like they're idiots, and they're not that easy. They're difficult to kill, but like, come on, they're finger spiders. They're awful. Let's go. Let's move on. Rune bears. Rune bears are either the top of the stupidly annoying, or they are in the worst enemy. They probably are the worst enemy. Are they worse than? Yeah, they are worse than the birds. Rune bears are just... they're just the worst. Like, every time you see one, so fast, no chill, and they hit like a truck. Yeah, they have no chill. They absolutely have no chill. Also, they are fairly big, which makes fighting them kind of annoying. And then there's the one rune bear in that cave. Fuck that guy with a passion, you know? Fuck that guy. No, I agree. S tier. What do we have here? These guys. I think these guys are like the top of the meh. Like, once you fight them, they're not that bad. But whenever they freak out, they make me freak out. You know what I'm saying? I'm tempted to have... they are either low kind of bad, or like top tier meh, you know? Like in between. Let's leave them at the bottom of the kind of bad because that one is just not very filled. Mausoleum Knights. I think they're meh. Not that difficult. Maybe a little bit more than these guys. Like that. Again, you meet them in a part of the game where you are already fairly well kitted to fight them without too many issues. But they can be annoying. They have the big shields, and there's the archers on the branches next to the end of the deep root section. So they could be annoying. Bats. Now, bats are kind of bad. I hate bats. They start relatively chill. Like, the beginning bats are probably okay, because you can mostly just one-shot them with a slash. But the further you go in the game, the more annoying they become. Up to the point where the ones you fight on the lift, and then in the mountaintops, they can absolutely destroy you very quickly. I'm gonna say they're kind of bad, and they are flying enemies, so they are just bad in general. Okay, we have some of the tutors. The small tutors, I would say they are in the middle of the meh section, mid-low. They're cool. Shut up. The Hallig tree makes them uncool. If it was only the one in Lanedale, I would say they're cool. But we're talking Hallig tree. So, and these ones are like top of the kind of bad. I'm even willing to put them at the bottom of the stupidly annoying, because the one guy on top of the big branch at the end of like the Hallig tree branches section before you get into the housing, God, that guy is the worst of the worst. It's awful. It's just awful. Birds. Are these like... It's just the ones that don't attack you, I think. Are they? Yeah, those are fine. Oh, so these are the small hens. Oh, small hens are okay. Yeah, those are the eagles on the cliff. Small hens are okay. The big hens, I saw it. There we go. The big hand. Kind of bad. Is it meh? No, it's definitely more annoying than bats. And more annoying than that guy. Yeah, let's put it around here. Little Miranda flowers. Bottom meh, I think. I would say they're okay, but those little fuckers, they're just... Sometimes they are annoying. If only for the fact that whenever they do their stupid poison cloud, you literally have to stare at them, your melee, and you don't want to like cast a spell or get the bow out for a single flower, you know? They're not difficult, they're not hard by any means, but they are kind of annoying. Just a little bit of annoying, yeah? The big ones, I'd say they are equally annoying. Like, they're not difficult. But, you have to wait until the stupid gigantic cloud dissipates, which takes for freaking ever. So, yeah. A lot of waiting, yeah. Little tentacle boys, they're just cool. I don't think I ever struggled with any of them. However, the big ones. The big ones are either A or B. To this day, I still don't know if they are weak to any specific element. You can't stay in front of them. They start to wiggle like maniacs. They keep jumping around. They are fairly annoying. Yeah, yeah. Low A, I think it's a good place for them. The giants. I'd say they're meh. Maybe even okay. Probably meh. Yeah, I'll put them like mid, from mid meh. Just because, actually no, that was easy. So I don't know. Is the laser giant counting? Because that's fucking one of the worst enemy in the games. But I would consider that like a boss or a mini boss, probably. So, yeah, the normal giants are like me. Yeah, once you're close, they're fine. Those little guys, I think these guys are fine. They're okay. They're not that bad. They're relatively scary at the beginning of the game. But they quickly become just an annoyance, something that you kill on the go. Those are the guys with the spears that usually stand around the Erdtree, the minor Erdtree branches. Where you fight the putrid avatars and whatnot. They're just not that bad, are they? It was scary because I met them in Caelid when I was still like Limgrave level of character, so not that bad. I'm also gonna say that the bugs, they're okay. Unless... Okay, you know what? We're getting up to meh. Mid-meh. Not because of the standard bugs, the standard ants, but because of the flying ones and because of the big shield head ones. If I had separated them, these would be in okay, and the shield head ones would be in kind of bad, because they're kind of bad. Having your sword bounce on their freaking stupid faces every time, ugh, and you can't roll behind them. These dogs are kind of bad. Those are the big white furry ones. Those are kind of bad. Look, I love dogs. You know that. They're all good boys. But these motherfuckers, they're kind of bad. The way they fight, it's insane. They're unhinged. Let's see. What do we have? Ogres. Let's do ogres. I think ogres are kind of stupidly annoying. I don't know. There's just something about getting kicked in the face by a gigantic ogre feet. Which one of those? Is the ones in the sewers. But there's like a few of them around the place. They are stupidly annoying, aren't they? There are motherfuckers. They don't stagger, that's a problem. They never stagger, so... I mean, the only way I had to deal with them was to use the spinny blood move from my Eleanor weapon. Otherwise, they would... They're just a pain in the ass to fight. They have long combos. They have like these insane arc when they swing. Oh, they're bad. They're really bad. And you know... You meet them very early in one of the catacombs, and you are so under level when you fight them. They are really annoying. There. One of the very early catacombs has like a bunch of them. I mean, you remember that one, right? I had to run through the entire thing. I skipped all of the enemies. I had to run through an entire catacomb with a bunch of these guys following me. So no, yeah, I don't like them. But stupidly annoying. Maybe they are like top of the kind of bad. I don't know if they are stupidly annoying on the level of these guys. I guess they are like they're more difficult than annoying. Yeah, maybe top of the kind of bad. What else do we have? The pages, actually not that. They're okay. No, they're meh. You don't see many of them in the game. There's a couple in Lanedale. There's a couple in the Railcar. No, not the Railcar. In the Carrier Manor. They have the crossbow with the explosive arrows, but like they never hit you. So. They have the rapiers, but like you can easily overpower them, and yeah, that's just not really a big threat. Even fighting multiple of them in the consecrated snowfield, they hit you plenty. I don't know, maybe it's a build thing, you know. I just never thought they were dangerous or annoying. I just okay, so let's see. Big red wolves. They are dancing around here. Look, I'm gonna put them up there exclusively because of the one in the Consecrated Snowfield. That is a bitch of a boss. It made me so angry, so salty. Like, there's so much wrong with that boss fight, mini boss fight, whatever it is. It takes forever to get back there. You are in the middle of a snowstorm, you can't see shit. You're surrounded by smaller wolves that want to bite your ass. And then there's this guy that does so much damage and keeps disappearing in the stupid snow so they can go fuck themselves. I hate them. I hate him a lot. Every other one of those dogs would be just kind of bad, but like not that bad, you know? But specifically for that one, I'm gonna put them up there. Birds with blades. All the worst enemy in the game. Easy. Easy. I mean, we don't even have to talk about it. That's one of those. Fuck that guy. Fuck those birds. I hate them. Normal Mausoleum Knights. They're okay. Slightly more annoying than the ones, the normal version because they teleport, but like that's not. Big Egg Boys. They're okay. They don't really do anything. Night Cavalry's here. Night Cavalry's here. They don't... I'm not gonna score them. I'm not gonna... Yeah, no. Night Cavalry, I think they are in the boss section, aren't they? Must be somewhere in the boss section. So, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Little zombie, weakling assholes. They're meh. Just because some of them, especially in the graveyard of Raya Lucaria, they are kind of annoying. But they're not like that bad. It's like, it's all of them, isn't it? Yeah, it's all of them. So you have the exploding ones, you have the normal ones, you have the bloody ones in Mogwin Palace. Overall, I think they are kind of meh. They're very slow. And the one trick is that you can roll into them. Exploder are annoying, otherwise they're just very tanky but fine. Yeah, I think meh is just like, you know, a kind of middle of the road. Like, they can be annoying, but yeah, that they're mostly not a real big deal. Who are these guys? Wait, hang on. Now we have the normal zombies as well. So those are the explodey ones. Okay, let's put the normal ones in the okay. And let's put the explodey ones in top of the meh. No, middle of the meh. Big knights with shields. Those are kind of nasty. Where did I put the one? That's one right there, but these guys are just... there, I'd say. Kind of bad. There's like a few of them specifically that are kind of difficult. Yeah. Okay, shrimps. Moving on. Who are these guys? Are these like the medium ones? Are these the medium tutors? Medium tutors are like, okay. I mean, I did put the... hang on, I have to put them at least next to the other one. They're equally bad. I don't think they are much harder than the smaller versions. They're mostly annoying because of the place they put them on, but other than that, they're not that bad. Onyx Lords. Onyx Lords are kind of bad, but not too bad. Yeah, they are on the level of the Bloodhound Knights, I think. Top of the meh. Archers in... Yeah, these guys are fine. Like, they're nothing really. They're basically normal soldiers. Now, if they made me score the ballistas they're using, those can go fuck themselves, but just them, they're fine. These guys on the horse that you see at the beginning of the game, they are meh. No, they are okay, but not that bad. I mean, after the first one, they all become very easily dispatched. More dogs. Smaller version of the dogs, they are okay. They're meh. Like, yeah, somewhere right there. What is that? What is that? What's that supposed to be? Owls? These guys, I'd say they're kind of meh, mostly because of the zones they're in. It's just the mushroom people, like tossing those poison darts at you. They deserve the meh, mostly because of like the insane tracking they have on that stupid bolt. Like, it can literally do a 360 around you and hit you in the back as you literally just dodged it, so they can kind of go fuck themselves. But it's mostly due to the awful places where they are, rather than how tough the enemy is. These guys, are they the same guys, just off the horse? Yeah, they're fine. Bomb-tossing skeletons, they're okay. I mean, they're not that bad. Virgin Abductors. Boy, oh boy, where do we put them? That has to be, like, high tier, stupidly annoying. They're literally resistant to everything in the game. They don't have weaknesses. Yeah. High A. Oh no, look, the bloody zombies are here as well. Okay. Bloody zombies were actually not that bad. They were just like a step above normal zombies. I thought you put them in S tier because you couldn't avoid the grabs. At first, I'd say like by the end of the game I got a little better at dodging them. These guys are kind of bad. Those are the Lanedale Knights that have the lightning attacks. There's one in the middle of a field in Liurnia, and then there's a bunch of them inside Lanedale, and they are kind of bad. I really hated them. Just the spamminess of their stupid lightning move, they can go fuck themselves. Right off a cliff. What do we have here? Like, are these normal soldiers? Same as the other ones. Like, these guys don't change anything really. A little tougher, but yeah. Crossbow guys or like club guys, they are just annoying because they spam them, but not that bad. The slimes. The slimes are fucking awful. So tanky. I hate them. Kind of bad. They're not dangerous. This is not how dangerous they are. Holy shit, every time you see them, you just want to avoid them. Because killing them, it takes forever. Resistant to everything. Maybe not fire or something, but like, yeah. No point spending so long fighting, right? But if you do fight them, you hate them. Mad pumpkin heads, they are okay. Yeah, they are on the level of a crab, roughly, but not that bad. Sure, the first time you meet them, you maybe knock your sword into their head once or twice, but other than that, they don't really pose any threat. They're just there, poor guys. Spirit Color Snail. They are kinda bad, but not that bad. In fact, I would put them down in like meh. Thing is, there's not that many of them in the game to be really threatening. 2 of them are bosses. And like there's one cave that has a few of them, but I mean, yeah. They weren't that bad for me, I suppose. I saw them, I killed them with a bow and arrow from afar. I didn't really have to fight any of the things they summoned. So, not too bad, I suppose, if you fight them in the right condition. Ancient Hero of Zamor. They are kinda bad. Kinda bad. The one place, the ruins of Zamor in the mountaintops, holy shit, there's so many of them. You get good really quickly at fighting them. Actually, I'm gonna put them in the top of the meh section. Like, they are about the same level of an Onyx Lord or a Bloodhound Knight. The bosses version are a bit worse. But yeah, no, they are top of the meh. Giants. Giants are fucking annoying, I'll tell you that much. They're kind of bad. They're very easy, the normal ones, but then there's the abnormal ones. Like the Carrion Giants and the Madness Giants, like the Frenzied ones. Those are... again, if this was separate, normal Giants would be low meh. Carrion would be kind of bad. The Frenzied one would be like between stupidly annoying and some of the worst enemies in the game. Like, they are fucking awful. Flame guys, they're not that bad. Like, mid-meh. In fact, they are low-meh. Yeah. Let's do them. Let's do the mages in the academy. They are stupidly annoying. Just a relentless barrage of spells that's uninterrupted, and the one room where there's like 5 of them, it's one of the worst sections in the entire game. Why did they do this twice? I don't know. Yeah, this has some issues. Underdogs. Basically like the other dogs. I mean, yeah. Are these the Royal Revenants? I hate them. They are stupidly annoying. The Slappy Boys? God, they're so bad. God, they're so freaking bad. Keep teleporting around, and they just go fucking nuts, slapping all over the place. They're awful. Big Dude, the large flaming guy. They are not that bad, honestly. I'm gonna put them here with the Bloodhound and all these kind of guys. It's a S tier even. Honestly, if it was difficulty wise, I would say S tier. But like, I hate many things more than I hate them. Like, all these things I hate way more than them. They do suck though. So, I mean, it's a very high, stupidly annoying. In fact, they may be worse than the Abductors. Putrid Avatars. Sorry, Putrid Tree Spirits. Is there a rotten version? No, so we have to consider these including a rotten version. I'm gonna put them in the kinda bad. Like, mid to high kinda bad. In fact, I'm willing to put them in low, stupidly annoying, just because of how big they are. And fighting them is always a pain in the ass. Fighting something that big is always annoying. So yeah, no, I'm changing my mind very quickly, putting them in high, stupidly annoying. Purely because of the camera. These are the Noxes. The Noxes are just meh. Low, very low meh. You don't do anything. I don't know what that is. It's a normal wolf. Guess they're okay. Oh, look. There is the Carrion Giant. Carrion Giant was kind of bad. So those are just the normal giants, and the list doesn't have Frenzy Giant. Okay. Cool. Normal undead? I'd say they are okay. Like, yeah. Not that bad. Mimic Tears. I'm gonna put that, like, top of the meh. Mostly because of the ones in Nokron that turn into people and giants. If it was just the slimy ones, they would be okay. Or even, like, they're cool. Like, they're nothing. What is that? Can we... Okay, these are stupidly annoying. You know those super tanky undead in the Siofra River and in the other river? I hate them with a passion. They're just so freaking tanky. The slow boys, yeah, they're awful. They're awful. Alright. I really can't see much else around here. The rats. Rats are kind of bad. They start very chill, but then they are kind of bad. Big knights on horses. Top of the meh, I think. Like, tougher than the Mausoleum Knights, that's for sure. Actually, no, that's not true. The ones on the horse are actually easier than the normal version. I'd say bottom of the meh, or even like, okay. No, yeah, bottom of the meh. These guys we can put in kind of bad. The hanging, like, skeleton-looking undead bugs. You know, the gigantic things that you find like twice in the game. They're kind of bad, aren't they? Not that difficult, but it's just that they slow down the entire area they're in. And if you don't want to cheese them, it's a pain in the ass. These guys are cool. They're glintstone nobles. They don't do anything. What are these guys? Just random people with long torches? Oh, is that the monks in the garrison? Yeah, they're kind of meh, aren't they? I don't know what... Okay, we have a bunch of Crucible Knights. I say Crucible Knights are kind of bad. Actually, top of the meh. No, never mind. These are this is the one with the spear. That's kind of bad. I hate how, like, insane their range is. They have that one attack that just hits you from miles away. It's kind of bad. Little creature. Nothing. I don't know what that is. Another little creature. There's a guy. Which looks like a lightning boy. That's here. Are these the other Noxes? The one in Nocron? They're alright. Not that bad. Yeah, bottom of the meh. No. You know what? I'm gonna put them in meh just because of the ones that are mounted on the ants. These are the diggers. The diggers are... They are annoying, aren't they? Resistant to damage unless you have like a sort of heavy weapon. I'm gonna put them in meh. Like low meh. Now, can you understand what this is? The dancers. Oh, right. I mean, they're okay. Yeah, they're low okay. They're not that bad. The Sanguine Nobles. Now, those are bastards. I don't know if they are stupidly annoying, but they are kind of bad. They are on the level of the ogres. I'd say. Slugs? Slugs are okay. They're cool. Don't do anything. Or these miners, stone diggers, various people like that. Put them there somewhere in the meh. These are the black fire monks. Those are kind of annoying. Not... But they are more... Yeah, I'd say they are kind of bad. Like the bottom of kind of bad. Actually, no. They are right behind these guys. Bloodhound and the Onyx Lords. It can be nasty. It can be very nasty. I don't know what this is. Is that another Revenant of sorts? That is a royal. Is it? What was that? Are these just the one that are just sitting down shooting projectiles then? I think these are the normal Revenants. Okay, normal Revenants are meh. Royal Revenants, those are the ones up here. I think, you know what? I think these are the gargoyles, the small mechanical gargoyles. They're okay. Don't really do anything. That? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. These are the vulgar militia. The small guys. They're kind of annoying, but they're not that bad. Okay, we're getting close to the end. I gotta be honest, I'm struggling to recognize most of these things now. What are these things? What is that? Is this just a random guy? A random guy with a torch goes next to the random guy with the torch. I think this is the demi-human queen. Gonna put them in the meh section next to the mini bosses kind of thing. Now I honestly don't know what I'm looking at. Can you recognize any of these enemies? If not, we're gonna just move on. What are these things? That has to be some sort of dragon with a lightning, but that's a boss. I have no idea what that is. Blue Strike is supposed to be the crystal guys? Oh, right. This is probably, yeah, those the crystal snails. Let's just say no, that's not the crystal snail. Like, look at that kind of breath. I can see there's like a few enemies missing here. Like quite a few, actually. We're missing the dogs from Kaled, which will probably be in the kind of bad section. Or maybe even stupidly annoying. Somewhere up there. I don't know what this is. I don't know who these people are. Oh, these are the death guys. Oh, the death guys are bad. Oh, the death guys are bad. Could it even be A tier? Are they worse than ogres? Yeah, they're probably low A tier, aren't they? I honestly don't know what this is. Does effects makes them worse than the ogres? Yeah, I suppose. That looks like a creature sits on top of something. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Is that like a crystal snail, maybe? You know what we're missing here? We're missing the snakes. The smaller snakes in the eggs. Those would be among the worst enemy in the game, I think. There's not many in the game, but they can just go fuck themselves so hard. Yeah, let's say that I don't recognize any of these guys, and this is complete. Again, this is roughly what it is. One of them, the also is a tree spirit. No. This one, you say? No, it's much, much smaller. It's like something that sticks on a roof or on a wall. Like a slug or something like that, but can't immediately recognize it. Is this like the invisible assassin? I see snow. I don't know what else could it be. Invisible assassin has to be in the kind of bad section. You know, you just take a torch out and they're not that bad. But I'd say it's mildly annoying, yeah. Did I have the torch? Yeah, that's it. We're missing a few things, but let's move on just because we have stuff to do. All right, next. Okay, so we started with the bosses. What do we do? Difficulty, or do we do like design and how much I appreciate the design? Should we do difficulty? Actually, you know what? Since it's enjoyability. I have two bosses section. I think we're gonna do like one for difficulty and the other for like how much I enjoyed them and their design, their aesthetic, and all that. So let's do bosses difficulty in now. Okay. Bosses difficulty. In Ancestor Spirit. Fairly easy. Okay, hard as nails. Difficult, but doable. Kinda hard. Fine. Easy. Let's do piss easy. And baby. Yeah, so the spirit, I'd say it's easy. Or piss easy, probably. I mean, it's... Let's remove piss easy, okay? Can I remove that? Okay. There was one too many. The Ancient Dragon Landsax. That was kind of hard. It's one of the hardest dragons around. It's the lightning dragon you fight on top of the Altus Plateau. I'd say that was kind of hard. Commander Neil. One of the hardest in the game. I'm gonna put it like there for now. We'll see how it goes with the others, but holy shit, Commander Neil was very hard. It's one of the guys that really made me struggle. You missed the... I've seen that. I missed like 3 bosses in the entire game. I missed 3 bosses. But yeah, Dragon Lord Placidus Axe, I missed someone called like Edgar or something like that. And apparently there is a duo Virgin Abductors boss fight that I missed. In Volcano Manor, apparently. I don't know. I thought I was pretty thorough, but we'll get them next time. Commander O'Neill. It was kind of hard, but not that bad. I think it was much easier than Commander Nial. Glinson Dragon Azula. That was fine. Dragons, they're not that hard, honestly. Borealis. Very easy. Agil, easy. Ezekiel's, fine, maybe a little bit tougher than the other ones, just because of the rot. Grail, easy. Dragon King Soldier. I'd say relatively, it was fine. It was fine. It was actually much harder than the one in Noxtella. There's like a few of them, and one, it's very easy. The others are a little bit harder. I think this is basically fine. This is the one in the Lake of Rot. Which, honestly, it was still kind of fine, because I don't think I died to that guy, so I'm gonna say it's fine. I have to. It didn't feel too difficult. This is the easy one. The one in Noxtella. It's gonna be like low fine. Shmarag. Shmaded. Easy. Elmer of the Briar. I think I killed him first try. However, it's a bell-bearing hunter, so I'm gonna say it was kinda hard. Or like low kinda hard. Fierce Champions. Yeah, they were fine. Again, they killed me like once or twice, but No big deal. Gideon Ofnir. Dude, this guy was the... I don't want to say it was a baby, but it was easy. Although I did cheese him really hard. Godfrey, Golden Spirit, very easy. Much easier than... Yeah, easier than the dragons. Godskin Apostles. Those are fine. Kinda hard. I think the one that's kinda hard is the one you fight in the tower in Kaled, just because you've never really fought any of them. And whenever you get there, it's always too early, so they are kinda hard. The Godskin's Noble was easier than that. Harder than the Fierce Champions. Godskin's Duo, kinda hard. Harder than Elmer. Harder than O'Neill. Harder than Ancient Dragon Last X. That's for sure. I'd say even difficult but doable. But the Godskin Duo is no joke. I had a stupid cheesy weapon, but they are absolutely no joke. How without your fork cheese? Yeah, exactly. No, that would have been... I can imagine that would have been a difficult boss. I was in my cheese phase. Leonan Misbegotten. It's one of those early games. It's one of those things that in the early games, some enemies are just harder because you're fairly new to the game and you're low level. So that guy was harder than Gideon and most of the dragons for the time we fought him. Loretta was easy. That was very easy. The other Loretta was just bottom fine, I'd say. But still very easy. Magma Worms, very difficult. Magma Worms, for some reason, they are very tough. I guess it's the size. I don't know. It's the camera, all of that. Magma Worm Makar can go fuck himself. It's stupidly hard for no reason. It's probably not that hard. I made it harder than it was. But yeah, I died more to Magma Worms than I did to Ancient Dragons. That's for sure. Margit is very hard for when you start fighting him. Yeah. Margit's a wall for a lot of players. Yeah, I can see that. I didn't struggle too much, but the guy was tough. It's very, very early to fight something like that. Mimic tier was easy. Very easy. I suppose it could be hard if you enter with like the wrong build and the wrong equipment and you don't know it's happening. But it was pretty easy. Yeah, easier than the dragons. Easier than the spirit. Red Wolf of Radagon was actually not too bad. Valiant Gargoyles, they're hard. Those ones are hard. If you fight them with no cheese, they are pretty difficult. They're very tanky. They're big, which makes it a ton times worse. And just the range they have is insane. Range and damage. No, they are very hard. Astel, Natural Born of the Void. This is the one not in the cave, right? Is there the other one as well? Stars of Darkness. Which one is which? I think the Natural Born is the one you fight first. That was fine. Actually, it was definitely harder than Elmer. Yeah, I'd say on par with O'Neill. A dragon was not harder than O'Neill. Dragon Lord Placidus Sax. There we go. That's the one that we unfortunately cannot trade because I never fought him. Fire Giant. I'm gonna say it was hard. Mostly because of the size and how annoying it is. It wasn't really that hard. I'm gonna put it in low, kind of hard. But just the size of them, it's annoying. As I said, I hate all gigantic bosses, so it fits right in there. Godric the Grafted. Unfortunately, easier than most of these things. I'd say about there. With the Goldskin Noble, the fatty one. A bit harder than them. Probably a bit harder than the Giant, actually. You definitely fight him earlier than you did, yeah. And, I mean, already when I fought him, it was pretty tough. No, it wasn't that bad, actually. Around there, like, bottom kind of hard, I'd say. Godfrey and Stupid Horaloo. Yeah, that was hard as nail. If I could separate this fight, I would definitely say that Godfrey, after a while, it's difficult but doable. But Horaloo is just so cheesy. With the constant grab and the dashes on you, like, it's so annoying. I think Godfrey is relatively fine once you realize that you have to stay on top of him. Harder than Neil. Oh yeah, harder than Neil. Absolutely. Like, Horaloo is one of the worst in the entire game. For sure. Lich Dragon Fortis Sax. I think I first tried it. But it was the hardest of all the dragons. It was a really cool boss fight, though. I probably made the fight easier than it was. I'd say it's on par with the Gargoyle. On par with the other dragon. Just a little stronger than the other dragon. Around here. I don't know if people struggle with 40 sacks, but I didn't think it was that bad. Again, maybe it was like a point in the game where I was stronger than I was supposed to be for that kind of boss, but it was easy. Malenia. I am honestly not sure if I should put her at the top of the list. Was she harder than Horaloo? Probably. But it's a much better difficulty though. She's less predictable. I suppose it's more RNG. But goddammit, Horaloo was just... You know, Malenia gives you time to heal. She's staggerable. I don't know, it's just... The attacks are very well telegraphed as well. Despite the fact that she's super fast and she heals. But Like, I don't know. I think it's a kind of difficulty that you can overcome with practice. Horalu is just bad, you know? I don't know. Let's leave it. Or attack at a longer wind up. That's a problem. That's really a problem for me. It's harder to dodge because of the wind up and like the delays and the grabs. Holy shit, man. I think dodging Malenia was literally easier than dodging Horalu. Let's just put it like this. Malenia is a very well choreographed dance. Then when you learn her moves, it's just a good feeling to fight her. Horalu is panic and just praying to God that he doesn't punch you so hard before you kill him. And like his entire difference in speed, he jumps, he smashes the ground, you have to jump, you have to roll, you have to run away, and then he closes distance in like a millisecond. I got pretty zen with her after 50 attempts. Well. Let's see, let's move on, yeah. I am going to say the Regal Ancestral Spirit was just one step harder than the Ancestor Spirit, but no more than that. Honestly, Rykard was harder than most of these fights, not because it was a hard fight, but because he was a gimmick fight. I'd say it's right there. Like, it was stronger than the dragon. Honestly, it was. Actually, it was stronger than most of these things. Starts laughing. What's he gonna do now? Haha, punch me? Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy so hard, man. Hate him. Hate him. May even be one of my least favorite bosses in the entire game. We'll see at the end of this. The Black Blade Kindred was tough. That was tough. That was harder than Margit. The one outside the Beast Clergyman? Holy shit, that guy is tough. That was a very good fight though. I actually enjoyed fighting that thing. Despite the fact that it's a gigantic boss, but it is really difficult. Morgoth. Morgoth is tough. I made it look easy. But... is it easier than Margit? It might be easier than Margit, though. I mean, I know that it doesn't make any sense because he's literally a stronger version of Margit. But you are in a completely different point in the game. And the moment when you fight Morgoth, it's actually easier than when you fight Margit. And you know the moves, yeah. I think it's just a little easier than Margit. Radagon and the Golden Order, Elden Beast. That was pretty hard. Radagon, very enjoyable. The Elden Beast is... I don't know. They puked a gigantic monster that shoots lasers from the sky. Like, I don't think it even fits the game. You know, it doesn't feel like you're fighting a game in a Dark Souls game or in an Elden Ring, whatever you want to call it. It's just such an alien boss fight. I don't know. I did not like it at all. I did find it difficult though. But not as difficult as these guys probably. And learning how to fight Radagon was a joy. Elden Beast was kind of lame and out of place. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Radagon was a much, much better final boss, I think. It is harder. I mean, it's not easy, so I'll put it there. Renala was easy. Renala was easy. Easier than Gideon? Maybe not. Maybe not that easy. I'm gonna say she was fine. It was a fine difficulty. It's definitely one of those bosses that I killed very quickly, but my friend that played a mage told me that she was so much harder for him. Like, he humiliated people like Horalu, but actually struggled very much with Renala. I didn't even see her summons. She has summons? I mean, I just fought. I don't know. They tried to do a Bloodborne here, but in my opinion, they failed here. Bloodborne, it was much more fitting. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna change my mind once I fight her again, but when I fought her, she was easy. Clean Rod Knight. Fairly easy. More than the Noxtella, more than the Dragons, more than Renala. More than the Misbegotten, yeah. Easier than Loretta, sure. Easier than Ofnir, yes. Well, I'd say they were on par with Ofnir. Let's do yourself at some point in your life. Yeah, I'm sure I will. Can't wait, actually. Ancient Hero of Zamor's. Yeah, on par with the Misbegotten, I'd say. It can be rough. Like Knife Assassins? Okay, the normal assassins, they're fine, I'd say. Alecto? Alecto was kind of hard. Harder than the gargoyles. Yeah, probably. Or I switch to tablet? Okay. Yeah, Alecto was a tough one, you know? They have that sort of Malenia swirly attack that I still to this day don't know how to dodge. So no, Alecto was a tough guy. Crucible Knight. I think the first Crucible Knight you fight in the game, at the point where I fought him, was one of the hardest enemies in the game. Then they become jokes. But the one we fought, at the stage we fought them, it was so freaking hard. It was definitely one of the hardest enemies I fought in the entire game. But that was a specific combination of me fighting them in that specific moment. Bell-bearing Hunter. Difficult but doable. The last one we fought, the one in Kaled. Holy shit. Stronger than most bosses in the game for sure. However, once I got into the rhythm, I just dodged him. Dodge and counter. Dodge and counter. You have to take your time. You have to be patient. And it's actually not that bad. So it is difficult and it is worse than most bosses in the game, but it's doable. I'd say it was harder than Morgoth. They killed me quite a few times. More than Morgoth, probably. I'm glad I only saw him once in my game. Yeah, I can imagine. Ancestors of Darkness can go fuck themselves. It's really hard. Harder than the Black Blade Kindred for sure. I don't know about the Goldskin Duo. I don't know what I did wrong fighting that guy, but I just found him unpredictable, too big again. The camera was a pain in the ass. I didn't know exactly how to fight them properly. I struggled. Deathrite Bird. Fucking hell. The last one? Was it stronger than Radagon? Probably not. But it was easily one of the strongest enemies in the game. Very aggressive. Insane range. Fire everywhere, dots on the ground, frostbite effect, lasers, one-shot move grab. I was level 150 and this guy was literally one-shotting me with the grab. Anime artillery, like this guy has everything. No, this guy is awful. Adan, the Thief of Fire. I think he was one of the guys in the Ever Jail. I don't think it was very difficult because I can't even remember him. Can we say that all Crystallins are baby tier? Like, once you realize that you just have to change weapon. I'm gonna say they're, like, bottom easy. Scaly Misbegotten was very easy. The first three Sentinel is harder than the Crucible Knight. I think a good 3 hours to kill it. Hang on a second, guys. The hell is happening with the music? Is this the same playlist or did it switch to a random? What is this thing? These things in my playlist. I mean, let's do this one. Sorry, it was something I had to take care of before getting copyright striked. Okay. It was hard because you didn't level. Oh yeah, it was hard because I didn't level. But the same thing was for the Crucible Knight, right? It was really, really hard because of the point in the game I fought them. Not because it was inherently... I mean, if I had to grade... Do I have to grade like how difficult they are or my experience with their difficulty? Because I can only talk about my experience. And I think the Tree Sentinel was honestly... It's gonna be hard for many people, especially if they are stubborn and they want to kill it as soon as they see it. I mean... Wasn't harder than these guys, probably, no. Even though I died more to them, I wouldn't say it was harder. was definitely harder than the dragons, that's for sure. I'm gonna put it there, in mid-fine. In-game bosses are more likely to be shared, but the game is so open you can fight bosses in any order. Especially early on, like you can go to so many places and fight so many different things. Malekith the Blackblade. I killed him in 2 attempts. Like, I want to say Malekith is easy, but I'm sure somebody will probably say, oh, Malekith is super hard. That was easy. Is it easier than Loretta? No. Let's see. Easier than the Dragon King Soldier? Probably not. Easier than the Fire Giant, though? Yes. So he's in the low, kind of hard for me. Me? Oh. A tier for you? I don't think for me it was harder than Fire Giant or Godric. I mean, Rykard was much harder than Malekith. The first phase was easy, but phase 2 was crazy. Is this separated phase 1 from phase 2? We have the Clergy Beast. I don't think we do. That sucks. Kinda does, yeah. Kindred of Rodu was pretty easy. Yeah, easier than these guys. These are like stupid bosses. Mog, the Lord of Blood, he was absolutely up there. See, Mog is another one of those bosses that my friend disintegrated. He was, again, a sorcerer. He said he sit in a corner and just shoot lasers at him, and he died. And I struggled so much. Mog. I think it may have been even harder than Horalu. I mean, as much as I want to complain about Horalu because I think it's a stupidly designed boss and it's unfair and it's shit, I did kill it in like half an hour to an hour, maybe? Half an hour? Mog took me 2 streams. To be fair, not the whole streams, but it still took me like 2 streams. And like a good hour per stream. If not more, so yeah, no. Mog was definitely hard. Radahn. Radahn is a very cool boss fight. I don't think it was too hard once you understand what to do. But it can be tricky. The harder than Malekith? Probably... Yeah, probably not. It's about here. Like, top of the fine. More than a Godskin Noble? Probably. Deathbirds. Not too bad, because they don't have like high-end versions. The strongest one is the one in Altus Plateau, which is about there, mid-fine. Darrowell, unfortunately not too difficult. It's not baby difficulty, but... yeah, very easy. I mean, human chiefs. No joke, I was lucky, but getting there with my second character, these guys fucking wrecked me. Let's say they are like... just behind Ofnir. Those guys are nasty. Grave Warden Duelist, not really a big deal. Yeah, about the same as a Clean Rot Knight, I'd say. Now, the Erdtree Watchdogs, they are freaking hard. I'm gonna say low hard. However, the duo, that's like Crucible Knight, even more level of difficulty. That was brutal. That was really brutal. Crucible Knight duo. I don't know if people struggle with them. I did it first try, but they were kind of annoying. I'd say more than these guys for sure. Around there. In fact, let's put this guy there. Demi-Human Queens, it's baby tier. Basement of Arula Zula? Low, easy. Cemetery Shade? Low, easy. They have no life. They're baby tier. Now, they're not baby tier because they still can surprise you. The first time you fight one, they're very fast, they teleport, but shades of like, you hit them twice and they die. It's simple as that. Misbegotten Warrior and the Crucible Knight. I actually cheesed it. I mean, I didn't cheese it, but I managed to kill the Misbegotten Warrior very quickly. And then the Crucible Knight was not really a threat. But I'm assuming fighting them both at the same time would have been a lot harder. So I'm gonna put them like here. In the mid-fine. Esgar, the Priest of Blood. See, this is the guy that I missed. Another guy that I missed. Wormface. Honestly, easier than I expected. But I did cheese him with the Ice Spear. I'd say around here, Renala level. Those 3 avatars. Honestly, kind of hard. Not because they are too difficult, but like their swings does 80% of your life in one hit. So they're not too hard, but they are extremely punishing if you fuck up even ever so slightly, you know. The Erdtree Avatar Duo, however, basically the same difficulty because it didn't even feel like there was another one. It was slowly in the background trying to reach me, and I never even fought them, so yeah. Beauty Avatar, they are a bit harder because of the amount of rot going around. And because you can reach the one in Kaled very quickly in the game, and it's so much stronger than everything you fought by that point. Fell Twins, kind of a joke. Well, I'm assuming they could be hard for some people. I'd say on par with the Misbegotten Warrior and the Clean Rod Knight. Ooh, the Falling Star Beasts. Okay, let's see. Okay, the one in Kaled. Is it the one inside the cave? Yeah, that's the one inside the cave. That was hard. That was Magma Worm level of hard. In fact, the Magma Worm is actually a little bit easier than this, I think. Like there. It's more Gargoyle level. It's hard just because it was the first time you fought it. No, I think it was hard. Like, even the other ones, I thought they were pretty hard. The one outside Altus Plateau, like outside Lanedale, that freaking rolled me so hard. I don't know, I struggle fighting them. Maybe it's just me, but I thought they were fun. However, I thought the one on top of Mount Gelmir, which was supposed to be probably the strongest one, was easier than the others. I don't know. Soldier of Goldrick. Poor guy. Patches. Oh, poor fool. Alabaster and Onyx Lord. Fairly easy. Clean rot level. Mad Pumpkin Head. Dude, this was just... I feel bad putting him in baby, so I'm gonna put them there. The Guardian Golem was okay. Not too bad. So I'd say easier than the dragons. But harder than Bloodhound Knight. Grafted Scions are nasty. Can I just say that they are annoying? Maybe not too difficult, but they are kind of annoying. More than Ofnir, that's for sure. But not more than Loretta, say. Mad Pumpkin Head Duo. One step above the Pumpkin Head normal. The Miranda Bloom, that's baby tier. Knight's Cavalry can be difficult, but they're not too difficult. I'd say... yeah, right there. Not that bad, honestly. You can just jump around them, avoid most of their hits, and knock them off the horse, and then do a massive attack. Nox Sorcerers and Priest, I found them very easy. I don't know if people struggle with them, but they were not bad. They had very little life. And didn't hurt that much. Woman Killer, also pretty easy around that level. Red Wolf of the Champion. That's the guy inside the Rail Carrier Academy. That was not bad. That was pretty difficult. Stay around Dragonkin level. Yeah. Royal Revenant. Was there a boss Royal Revenant? I don't even remember that. I think it exploded. Well, Royal Revenants are pain in the ass. So more than a Deathbird, I'd say. But probably not more than the Crucible Knight duo. Oh wait, Red Wolf of the Champion. It's not the Red Wolf of Radagon. So hang on, who is the Red Wolf of the Champion? Raya. Isn't that the Red Wolf of Radagon? I'm pretty sure the Raya Lucaria one is the Red Wolf of Radagon. Radagon is normal enemy. Oh. So this is the one that we fight in the Consecrated Snowfield. Okay, that's yeah, that's right there. That's really difficult. I don't know why I struggled so much, but that for me was really difficult. Sanguine Noble, he got obliterated so hard. It's actually gonna be not the toughest guy. Runebear tough. Runebear tough. Godskin Noble level of tough, I'd say. Spiricolor Snail. Baby tier. I mean, I didn't even have to fight the guy that was in the room. I largely ignored them and I went straight for the snail. And it was done. Now, the spiritual snail that you have to fight is the godskins, that was a lot harder. However, you do fight them individually, so it's not that bad. I'm gonna say it's like above a normal apostille. But not as bad as Godric or the Falling Star Beast or Elmer, yeah. What is this? Parfumer Trisha and the Misbegotten Warrior. Easy. Around here, I'd say. Where's the Misbegotten Crusader, though? I don't see them. There is no Misbegotten Crusader. That guy was hard. See, Abductor Virgins, we missed them. That's another boss. Roundtable Knight Vike was okay. Off near level. Not as strong as the cavalries, though. Draconic Tree Sentinels, stronger than Loretta, honestly, but not that difficult. Tibia Manners, they're baby tier. Balls. Oh, I barely remember balls, so it must have been fairly easy. Stone Digger Troll. Actually, not insignificant. Yeah. And finally, an ulcerated tree spirit. Those guys are nasty. They're always going to be nasty. More than a wolf. More than a bear? Probably, yeah. Just because of the camera. Those fights are fucking awful. Around there, I'd say. But there we go. That's it. That's the difficulty for Kyrie. Are we sure then about Malenia? I don't know, man. I guess we're gonna have to revise this when I play again with a different character that does different things, because I'm not convinced she's the hardest. But maybe I got really good RNG when I killed her, because she didn't do any of the bad moves. It might have been just pure RNG. We are missing a few bosses though, I think. Probably tied for a spot with Hora, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna put Hora closer to Malenia, mostly because fighting Mog was kind of fun, even if it was annoying in the second phase. But I think it was still a better fight than Horalu. I'm pretty sure we are missing a few bosses though. Hang on. Then ring bosses. I'm sure we are missing something. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, Battle Mage Hugh. Where's Battle Mage Hugh? Where's the Beast Clergyman? Crucible Knight Siluria was a boss on their own. Hughie? I don't know. Let's see. What else is missing? I know something else is missing. Misbegotten Crusader. See, I told you. The other Mog is missing, by the way. Necromancer Garrus is missing. Where's Gary? So yeah, not many, but a few of them are missing. Anyway, roughly that is the list of the difficulty. The Stray Mimic here as well, yeah, but that's basically the same as the other one, isn't it? Yep, that's the difficulty list. Shall we do now the how cool they were? Q versus Q. Bosses Coolness. Okay. What happened to the... Okay. Alright, let's see. Abductor Virgins. Okay, coolest thing. Pretty cool. Let's say alright. Kinda bad. Shit tier. Or okay, so Abductor Virgins. Honestly, I think they're all right. Like, the design is pretty cool. It's sort of weird Iron Maidens, but they have like a monster inside. I think the design is actually pretty cool. In fact, I did say it, so I think it's pretty cool. Fight-wise, they are not the best. They are kind of annoying. The way they fight, the grab, it's a little bit annoying, but I think it still fits very well within the world, with the theme of the game, and just, again, the design is just so cool. Yeah, that was an easy one. Adan the Thief of Fire, I mean, it's just a guy. It's just a guy that uses fire. I mean, maybe just kind of bad. Let's, instead of saying kind of meh, let's say instead of saying kind of bad, let's say meh. Yeah, like kind of neutral, not really special or anything, but not like bad per se. Alecto is freaking awesome. I think I'm actually putting in the coolest thing because I do love the design of the Black Knife Assassins. They are so goddamn cool. The way they fight, the way they move, they remind me of the Dancer of the Boreal Valley, and they're just great. I love the aesthetic. I love the lore behind them. This sort of... They're all female, I think, as well. And like the fact that we're hired to kill demigods. Oh my god, just so much cool lore around them. I think they are awesome. Honestly, one of my favorite thing in the game. To the point where I wore their outfit for a vast portion of the end game. Like, I really, really like them. And I would also really like to use the Black Knife as a weapon, as a main weapon. That seemed really cool. Ancestor Spirit, honestly, it was alright. I think it was a little bit out of place. I don't know. The entire tribal part felt a little bit out of place in these games. They don't really fit what I think is dark fantasy in my head. That's not to say that they were badly designed, but I just thought that they were a little out of place. The design itself is pretty cool if you look at it. It's sort of undead, like, what is it, like a stag or something? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's I'm a little bit... Again, I like the design, but I didn't really think they were fitting the game too much. Ancient Dragon Land Sex. Pretty cool. Like, let's be honest. It's a giant fucking dragon that uses a lightning sword or something. Like, he summoned this gigantic lightning weapon and started swinging it. Like, that was really cool. It's not top tier, but it's up there. Ancient Hero of Zamor. I think they're alright. Cool. Yeah, low pretty cool, I'd say. I do like, again, the way they move. I do like the cold sort of theme they have going on. But they seemed like a worse version of the Black Knives Assassins, so it's gonna be just pretty cool. Okay, I have to put that in one of the cooler. I hate the fight, but holy shit, it's a very cool boss. This gigantic thing connected, it seems like a bunch of planets. Don't you think it's cool? You don't like it? I couldn't figure out boss design for a long time. Oh, really? It's like it seems like a skeleton insect that has a human skeleton face, but with these two gigantic tusks sort of thing. But then it has this amazing... It's got like dragonfly style wings. And then this long tail made of like planets, which looks very cool. Like, look at this thing. Oop. Yeah, human skeleton face, but it has these things. Human skeleton hands, but placed like it's some sort of bug. Plus the wings. And then all of this that looks like, I don't know, stars, pieces of space, rocks. I don't know. I think it's a really cool design. At least it's very unique, you know? Compared to most things, it's incredibly unique. Yeah, no, I really like the design of that thing. I hate fighting them. If I had to grade them on the design of the boss fight, it would be shit tier, for sure. All Mage Huey? It's alright. It's alright. I find it a little weird, those masks from the Academy. In fact, I'm gonna say meh. I don't like the pointy hat. I don't like the masks. I do like the idea and the concept around them. The lore of the battle mages and what they do is really cool, but I don't know. I don't like the design too much. The spin-off for Rule Azula, it's okay. It looks like a humanoid rat of some sort. I don't know. Bell-bearing Hunter. I mean, this guy is very cool. He's basically a Sith Lord. I mean, it's the closest thing to a Sith Lord in the game. It's very cool. It's got like this amazing like blade made of red light. They swing it from afar. They use like telekinesis. They grab you like with their mind powers. I don't know. I think it's a very cool looking guy. I don't know why they call him Bell-bearing Hunter. They should just call him like Elmer, right? It's the same guy. The Bell-bearing Hunter that you see is always Elmer. It's Elmer going around killing merchants. And possibly teacher figures, you know? People that are supposed to provide some form of guidance. I was reading something about the lore of Elmer. It was like a hermit, like an ascetic hermit. But went wrong. Something went wrong, so instead of refusing like people in general, they got like this bad thing versus teachers or guides or stuff like that. So yeah, that's why they were hunting the merchants and the NPCs. Black Knife Assassins, again, top tier. Bloodhound Knight. I'd say they're pretty cool. More than the Zamor. Although, I don't know if about the originality of these things, but the Bloodhound Knight is basically discount Artorias. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna put it in all right. The Black Blade Kindred, they're pretty cool. It's like a gargoyle, but it's not made of stone. It has this huge, almost crow-like wings. These gigantic weapons. I think they're pretty cool. At least it's a good variation on the classic gargoyles that we've seen so far, you know? Balls. Yeah. Actually, Balls is alright. I do like the design of the giants in this game. They are a little bit unusual. Borealis, or like Boring Alice. It's a dragon, what do you want me to say? Doesn't have anything cool, like it... Can we just get all the dragons out of the way now? Because the only cool one is... They're all meh, I think. Other than that one. And the Lich Dragon, which is actually the coolest one I've seen. Yeah, Lich Dragon, I mean, look at the picture already. You can see these two gigantic forks of lightning. Like, that's just fucking cool. Also, it's a Lich Dragon. It was calling them a Storm of Death element. Like, come on, that is pretty cool. I'm not gonna create, like, Clean Rod Knight Duo because I'm create a single Clean Rod, but yeah. I think the design of the Clean Rod is amazing. Their lore is very cool. Basically protecting the Halig Tree and protecting Elphael, trying to protect Malenia and Mikola. Even though they stayed with Malenia despite the fact that the presence of Malenia was infecting them with the rot, but they endured the rot and they kept fighting on their side. It's like pretty badass. Also, their armor set is really cool looking. Cemetery Shade, it's just a shadow dude. I mean, it's alright, but it's nothing special. Commander Neo. I'm gonna put it on the top of the alright. I don't think it's particularly inspired, but I did like the fact that they fought with that prosthetic leg made of lightning. That was pretty cool. Yeah, O'Neill is basically the same, so I'm not gonna do anything with O'Neill. The Crucible Knights are freaking awesome. I know they're pretty standard, but come on, they look great. And I do like the fact that they use sort of dragon techniques. I still don't know why. That's something that I want to read about at some point, the lore of the Crucible Knights, because they use like dragon tail ability and dragon breath, and I want to know why. They protect the Crucible, they're Crucible Knight. I know, from what I know about the Crucible, is that it's this thing that was used to make life. But I don't know how that's related to the dragons and the Crucible Knights, so guess we'll see. Crucible Knight Siluria, it's another Crucible Knight. It looks exactly the same like the other. Crucible Knight, yeah, same thing. Crystallians. Man, I don't know. Yeah, meh, right? I mean, in theory, I like the idea, but I don't like how they move. Very rigid. I know they're supposed to move like that because they are made of crystal, so they're not like very nimble, and it seems like they crack every time they move. But I don't know, man. I don't like the fact that you have to switch weapons, and they basically no matter what builds you have, unless you have strike damage, you have to equip a strike weapon to kill them. Otherwise, it's just a pain in the ass. I really don't like them. Deathrite bird. I mean, they have anime lasers. They are pretty cool. Normal Deathbird, they look kind of weird, honestly. It's this weird bird with a very long body and a head that's like partly human, partly bird. They're just not that good. But the Deathrite, they look much, much better. With the dark wings, with the creepy like blue-black flame. They're much, much cooler. Now, the Kane Ezekis, I think it's one of the cooler dragons. Like, just this poor, rot-infested dragon. It looked pretty cool. It's not really dead, but you can tell it's right at the door. And the fact that when it was almost dead, he started limping away from me. I don't know if that was a coincidence, but it was definitely limping and it just started moving away. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. Like an old dragon that's about to die and it's fighting the last spark of life he has left. And I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. Demi-humans are shittier. I don't like the design of demi-humans. Well, what are they supposed to be? I don't know. I mean, with Bok, you can see what he is. But the normal demi-humans are just these little furry creatures that, I don't know, they're very forgettable for me. The Queen is a little better, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say the Queen is better. Demi-humans queens look like they're meant to be something. I don't exactly know what, but the normal demi-humans and the chiefs, yeah, I don't know. Golem. It's a cool design for Golem, but it's a Golem. Right? I mean, I don't know. Dragon Lord Placidus sucks. We don't have it. We don't know I saw it, so there. Roundtable Knight Vike. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Vike, basic Vike, is basically shittier. However, do we have fingerprint Vike? We don't. Or do we? No, we don't. Fingerprint Vike is such a cooler design. With all the frenzied attacks and the lasers from their eyes and all that. Very tough guy. Which, by the way, was missing from the other list of bosses. I think it qualifies as a boss. But yeah, no, the other Vike is pretty cool. This Vike is just a guy. Draconic Tree Sentinel. What do you think about them? I don't know. I like the Tree Sentinel. Hang on, where is it? Let's say Tree Sentinel. There we go. I do like the Tree Sentinel. It's alright. I mean, I'm not saying it's awesome, but it's alright. But, the Draconic one is like a melted version. Like it's been struck by the lightning, but the lightning melted the armor. And if you wear the armor set yourself, it doesn't look very good. However, the design of the boss itself is actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna say it's alright. Dragonkin Soldiers. I think they're pretty cool. I would like to know more about them. Like, why are these gigantic creatures trying to resemble dragons? Were they made like that? Were they a species on their own? Who are these people and why are they in the underground? Are they a part of like some ancient race or something? I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. There's like a bunch of mysteries around them. You fight them in pretty cool areas. I would like to know more. Oh boy. I mean, the Elden Beast is... It's kind of a weird thing. I think the design of the beast is pretty cool. If it was a different game. I don't think it fits Elden Ring. I don't know. I think it's... I mean... I say it's even horror tier. In fact, can we put him there? Where is he? I really didn't like it. I don't know where Horror Loot is. Oh, come on. You can't have this. Godfrey is actually pretty cool. Well, I mean, Godfrey is meh at best. But Horror Loot is just... you know what Horror Loot felt to me? Horror Loot felt like fighting the president at the end of Metal Gear Rising. Except Metal Gear Rising is a ridiculous, over-the-top kind of game. And this is Elden Ring. You know? I was about to expect the guy put on some sunglasses and said something along the lines of nanomachine, son. You know? I don't know. I see what they were going for, but I don't think it worked. At least not for me. Earthtree avatars. They're right. I kind of like the weird design. I would like to know what they are. And why they're empty. I don't mind them. I don't really like the Earthtree Burial Watchdogs. They're so freaking stiff. And they look weird. I think they are shit tier, honestly. Along with the other Earthtree. I don't know who Esgar is, so I'm not gonna... I think the Falling Star Beast. I like the concept of this gravity beast, but I don't think it looks really good. It's literally like a giant piece of crystal that resembles an animal of some sort. It's like a bull with pincers and one eye. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's kind of hard to tell what it is. The Fell Twins, they're meh. PS Champions, I mean, they're They're shit tiers, aren't they? It's just a bunch of weirdos, isn't it? I mean, it's unfair probably saying it's shittier. The same is, I think it's gonna, I'm just gonna put them in meh along with Vike. I don't think they are shittier. Like, shittier is a design that I really don't like. I dislike actively, so. Fire Giant, I honestly didn't like it too much. I think it's bottom of the alright design. And I would have put it in meh, but I put it in alright just because of the gigantic belly nose and mustache. Like, that's cool. Alright, Agil, generic dragon. You can't get more generic than that. Frenzy Duelist. I think they're alright. I do like the duelists. Glintstone Dragon, yeah, same. Boring dragon. Shmarag, another dragon. God Devouring Serpent is pretty cool. I'm gonna put... Hang on, is Rykard there as well? Can't see his face, so I don't think Rykard is there. Oh no, it is, there we go. Okay, Rykard is top tier. I don't know who decided to give him that voice, but Rykard is top tier. Like, there's no question there. It's one of the coolest thing in the entire game. Godefroy, the Grafted. That's... Honestly, that's shit tier just because it's... Okay, I have a serious problem with this. Godefroy, it's supposed to be a very important lore character, and it was literally relegated into an Everjail with the model that's a clone of Godric. But it's supposed to be a fairly important character, so I didn't like how they treated them. However, Godric is top tier. It was already top tier with the grafted hands and all that, but when he freaking sticks his hand into a dead dragon's neck and grabs it as its own arm, like, come on, that is the freaking metal thing that this game has to offer. It's good, it's really good. Godfrey Golden, it's meh. The Godskins. What do you think? I think I really like them. I think they're pretty cool. It's just the idea that there's this following of the Glowmite Queen of people that kill gods to wear their skins. And they were waging war against, like, Marika, I think? But then just the concept and the look of them, they are so weird, but they're very cool. Grafted Scion, it's alright. Grey Warden, we already have them. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Oh, there we go. Kind of like the same Frenzy Duelist and all that. The Great Worm Theodorix, it's a discount dragon. It's shittier. Honestly, if I have to also account for the design of the boss fight, it's shittier. Absolutely. It's actually low shit tier. Guardian Golem, it's a golem. What do you want me to say? It's a golem. Kindred of Rot, as much as I hated them, I think the design is pretty cool. Where'd they go? I lost them. Where did they go? I've lost them. Oh, there they are. The shrimp guys. Come on, they are actually pretty cool. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. but they are pretty cool. Leonine Misbegotten, I think they're pretty cool as well. Lion Guardian, that's freaking awesome. I really love how they fight, how fast they are, how they look, the fact that they have this gigantic blade, like, on their paw. I don't know, it's a very simple concept, but it's very effective in the way it's portrayed in the game. I like them. Loretta's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. This mounted battle mage with a full armor set. I think Loretta is really, really cool. I do love the look of the magic bow that she has, and the magic spear is fantastic. It looks and it's presented in a very awesome way. The only shame is that she's really easy to fight, and the fight itself is not that great. But I think design and how cool they look, no, they're pretty awesome. Pumpkin head, I think they're cool. I like pumpkin heads. I don't know why they are the way they are, but they're cool. Makar is shit tier. I mean, Malenia is... Malenia is top tier. Especially phase 2. It's all cool. Like phase 1, you see all the prosthetics that she has, like legs and arm, like she lost so much of her body. Her skin is completely like almost melted by the rot. Her face is... She's blind. She's fully blind. And she's still so strong. And then when she blooms into phase 2, oh my god, that's just great. Like visually, it's a feast. That's great. Malekith is great. Malekith looks really cool, I'd say. One of the best looking ones. Honestly, just straight out of Berserk. With the freaking Berserk armor. It's awesome. Armor Fist is great. Yeah, right. The Mimic tier. I mean... I don't think it's rateable. The Mimic tier is as good as you look when you walk into that fight. So it could be pathetic, it could be great. I don't know. Fashion Soul tier, yeah. Margit. I think Margit is very cool. Margit, that's Margit. Do we have Morgoth as well? We do also have Morgoth. So I'm gonna say the Morgoth is there, and Margit, I'm not gonna rate it. Morgoth is very cool looking. And I like the style, I like the presentation, the fact that you fight him once and then he was kind of testing you. He breaks the cane and there's like a super sword inside. I don't know, it's just very well presented. Miranda, it's honestly shittier. It's a flower. The Misbegotten Crusader was very cool. These are duplicates. Dragonkin Soldier, we already have that. Mog. Mog is, again, top tier. It's just that the entire place, the fact that you find him in front of this gigantic egg where Mikola is supposed to be. The way he looks with his awesome robes and the entire, like, bleeding thing, the fire everywhere. I don't know, it's a very epic looking boss fight. I really, really like Mog. Twin Sentinels, we've already done that. Mog is the same. Garrus, get the fuck out of here. No, it's actually... you know what? Garrus is alright. Garrus is alright. Night Cavalry, I like them. I'm gonna put them in here just because they look a little bit like Nazguls. So it's not like they are the most creative of concepts, but it's a freaking dark knight on a dark horse. Like, come on, there's no going wrong with that. The Noxes, they're kind of meh. Noxes are meh. My AC was off, that's why I was sweating so much. We already have that. Falling Star Beast. Woman Killers are alright. Onyx Lord, I think they are alright. I don't like them too much, honestly. They look like a naked, skinny, wrinkled vampire, dude. Alright. As much as I hate patches, like, I mean, I gotta give it to them. Usually Avatar, I consider the same as the Avatar. Italians, Pewter Grey Warden, they're the same. Tree Spirits. Radagon. Radagon is top tier. If I could put him equal to Malenia, it would be equal to Malenia. I really, really, really liked Radagon. Like the design of the arena, Radagon himself, like how his body's broken and you can see the Elden Ring symbols inside, the symbol of the Golden Order, and all of his abilities are really cool. So, and the fact that it's the only boss, to my knowledge, in the game that can literally parry spells. But not in just a normal parry like you get parried in the game by just some random things. Just he's absorbing them and powering his own arm and it becomes golden and then he attacks you. Like, it's really cool. I don't know. It's on another level. Red Wolf. Cool. I like big wolves. I mean, he's no Sith, but it's a big red wolf with a sword, magic, and all that, so yeah. Regal Ancestral Spirit, one step above the normal Ancestral Spirit, I suppose. Renala, I honestly did not like it. Okay, let me separate the things. Every spell that she does is top tier. But the design of the character, it's just so bad. What the fuck is that hat? I mean, I'm just talking about how cool aesthetically she is. And she's not doing it for me. Just isn't. The spells are great. They all look fantastic. The first part of the fight looks so good. Like she's in this sort of egg or like this cocoon in the middle and you have to fight all these little things on the ground and it's really cool what's around her, but her specifically, I don't like her one bit. I don't know what to say. I had very, very high hopes for Renala and I don't know, I just don't like the design, I'm sorry. Or like the face suit. Again, everything that's around her is great. Like the arena, the spells, and everything. But she specifically, I don't know. I'm willing to upgrade her to meh. Because of like everything around Renala. But like the character design I really don't like. We've done Loretta already. Revenants. I'd say they're alright. Very confusing look, but it is kind of spooky, honestly. The way they move and like how dangerous they are and the way they look. I don't know. That they have something going on. Rune Bear is meh. It's a bear. Same way that that's a golem, you know? And that's a dragon. It's a bear. The Sanguine Noble are top tier. Right behind the Assassins. They look awesome. The weapon they use is awesome. The abilities they use are awesome. They just look great. And I wish I could use their armor set, but I think the closest thing you can get is Mog outfit. I don't know if you can get the full set. I don't remember. Gonna have to go back and look at it. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Scaly Misbegotten, they are kind of meh. Gideon is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I lost him. Gideon is pretty cool. The fact that he uses all the different schools of spells, incantations, and everything, it's interesting. Because he knows everything. Get the... the Spirit called Snail, I do like the concept. I don't think it's great, but it's a pretty cool concept. You know, this little snail, Pacific little thing that summons things. Radahn is a badass, and I don't want to hear it. Radahn is a badass. I think when he leaves the ground and he comes back as a freaking flaming meteor, it's one of the coolest moments in the game. You can get the Sanguine Noble set from the Invader in the Snowfield. Oh, so we probably got it then. I just never equipped it. But yeah, no, Radahn, top tier. Stone Digger Troll, meh. Tibia Mariners, I do like the design. I think they're pretty cool. This weird looking death old man. Almost like a Karen kind of. They're doing about, yeah, but like, I don't know, I see the mythology, you know, Karen, the boat that was carrying the dead across the river. And he's around there like summoning undead. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Well, not but pretty cool. It's alright, I'd say. Also, Trinity Spirit, fuck you. Shit tier. Awful. I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they look like. I don't know because I can't see them, okay? Most of the times I see their toenails. Fuck them and everything they stand for. Worm Face, they are alright. I do like the Worm Face. I actually think it's pretty cool. It's alright. It's very Lovecraftian as an enemy, so I have to like it. It's the most Lovecraftian enemy I think there is in the game. Clean Road Duo. O'Neill is the same as the other guy. That one we did. Crucible Knight. Are we done? I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. There it is, guys. There it is. Not too shabby. Rykard, absolutely best character in the game. Right? Like, not even a question. Together, we'll devour the very gods. It's just, I don't know. Whoever decided to voice act like that is just a genius. What do we have now? Okay, this is gonna be for another day. Let's rate the areas. Let's see. Lake of Wrath, I really liked it. I think it's great. Hawthorne Ground, S tier. Lanel Ashen, great. Lender Royal, honestly, I didn't. Why annoying? I don't know why it's annoying. I think meh is more important than annoying. Annoying doesn't make any sense. Honestly, again, I am torn. Architecture was great, but I don't know. There's something about Lender that I didn't like. Navigating it was a mess. It was a hot mess. Again, as I said, I would go through 5 Lake of Wraths instead of going through Lendl once. If you're talking how it is to traverse, I'm kind of thinking about everything, like the way it's presented, the way it looks, and the way it's navigated, and the way it's connected to the rest of the world. And I just didn't like the layout of Lanedale. I don't know if the sewers are separated, by the way. They probably are. Yeah, they are. The sewers are bad. It's a bad design. It's an awful, awful layout. They are... We're done with sewers in video games. We have played too many sewers. Get something new. The Mistwood is okay. Actually, the Mistwood is kind of meh. Mogwin Palace is S tier. Nokron is great. Noxtella is better than Nokron. Better than Lanedale. Ordina? I mean, it's a cool town, but it's okay. It's so small, I don't even know why it's its own category. The Runesroom Precipice is okay. It's actually pretty cool. You know, under the lift, on the side of the lift. The Bestial Sanctuary is awesome. But it's literally one room, so it can't be too good, you know? Raya Lucaria felt like a true dungeon with a theme, very well connected, with a bunch of different areas inside. The rooftop area was fucking bad, but the rest of it was great. And keep in mind that that includes, to me, the library, the fight with Renala, and all that, so it actually is pretty great. The lift, the graveyard, all the classrooms, I don't know, it just works. Redmane Castle, it's okay. However, I say Redmane Castle Festival, it's great. The whole part where the festival happens, where you meet the other guys, you talk to the guy, they send you to fight Radahn, the boss fight area. I suppose so, because there is nothing else, so yeah, including the boss fight area, so yeah. I mean, that's just awesome. Roundtable. How do you feel about Roundtable? I think it's okay. I like it, and I especially like the idea that there's two of them, but I don't think it's as iconic as Firelink or Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 3. And let's not even talk about Majula, which is my favorite hub. Majula is so good. It's so peaceful. There's like a... It's on a whole different level. I love it. Celia was meh. Confusing. Small bunch of invisible dudes. Inkalid. Eh. Eh. Siofra River. Now, Siofra River is okay. And I think it's okay purely because I'm counting the arena where you fight the Dragon King of Noxtella. But everything else is tunnels with ants, yes. So it would have been meh, but the boss arena is one of the coolest places in the entire game. Castle Sol, I think it's meh. I mean, it's a fairly generic looking medieval castle. I don't know. Was there anything special about that place? I don't think so. Yeah, not really. Let's see. Swamps of Aeonia. Honestly, better than the Shunning Ground, but otherwise miserable. They're not the worst area in the game, exclusively because you can use your horse. If you couldn't, it would be the single worst area in the game. To be fair, I was never sold on the looks and the aesthetic of Caelid. So, I mean, yeah, there's that. Now, Stormvale Castle, it's a cool place. There's a lot of very cool looking interior design. And then there's the underground with Godfrey or whatever. Godfrey? No, Godwyn? Yeah. The Skull of Godwyn. So, and then, you know, the arena, the bridge, the part where you fight Margit, the part where you fight Godric. I think it's pretty cool. Of a castle. Stormhill, it's okay. Serviceable as a first area of the game, I'd say. Very generic though, right? I do like it near the coast, I suppose. But relatively generic. Caria Manor is okay. It's good. But the castle itself is a little, I don't know, it's just a little bland, you know? If it wasn't for the enemies and the mood of the place, it would be very generic. Hence make it hard to pay attention to the environment. Kind of, yeah. The Shaded Castle is... low meh. It's a shithole. The only thing that I can save about this place is the one room where you fight Elmer. That's the only thing that's worthy of anything. Volcano Manor is great. I love it. Like both the inside of the manor and then all the, you know, all the little town part outside of it. Plus, wherever you fight Rykard is also one of the best places in the game. Okay, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I think the Dominula Windmill Village is great. It's a very unique place in the world of Elden Ring. The Frenzied Flame Prescription. Have I seen that place? Is that inside that gigantic door that I didn't enter? Don't know what that's supposed to be. After the door, I think. Okay, well, I can't about that. Ainsel River. It's okay. Oh, sorry. Ainsel River is the one with the bugs. Siofra is the other one. But they are equal, I think. The cool part is the Hallowhorn grounds, where you go outside and you see all the stars and everything. Castle Morn. It's meh. No, it's okay. At least there is something going on. You know, there's a bit of storytelling with the revolt of the Misbegotten. There's the entire area underneath with the beach, and then where you fight the Leonine Misbegotten. It's actually pretty cool. all the tombstones of the previous owners and the previous, kings of the castle, and the tree in the middle. I think that's pretty cool. It's not great, but it's better than Castle Sol and these other places. Okay, is it better than Leyndell though? I don't think. I need to up Leyndell a little bit. It's unfair that it's that low. I mean, there's a lot of good in Leyndell, as much as there's also a lot of bad for me. But it deserves to be a little higher. The 4 belfries. I mean, it was a weird place to me. I'd say meh. It's presented like it's this sort of great mystery, and it seems really cool, but then they go nowhere useful. And I don't know, the entire thing seems like it could have been completely avoided. Deeproot is speedrunners might love it, I suppose. Deeproot is okay. There's parts of it that are really cool, especially at the end of Deeproot. But the whole first part of Deeproot is kind of bad, so it's gonna end up being just okay. Divine Towers are pretty cool. I like them. I like the design of the towers. And as much as I hated traversing that, the one in Caelid where you have to climb up on the outside and then descend on the inside, it's awful, but it's also really cool. Mikola's Haligtree, I'm gonna say it's high tier okay, and I'm counting the part of Elphael as well. Because there is no separated part, but yeah. If you count all of it, it's okay. If it was just the tree part, it would have been kinda meh. The lifts on their own, I mean, they're okay. I didn't feel like they were particularly... They're very hyped throughout the story, but you know, it's a lift. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but if it wasn't for how it was pumped in the story, it wasn't anything special. Now we have Farum Azula and the Flame Peak and the Forge of the Giants. Oh boy. I'm I don't know if I'm gonna anger people here, but Farum Azula was bad. And the Flame Peak was meh at best. I had very high hopes for the areas in the end game, and I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. The Flame Peak is literally a wasteland of snow. There is nothing relevant. There is no cool landmark. There's just nothing. It felt like they ran out of ideas by then. If you look at like these places, most of these can be somehow connected to the mid part of the game, early to mid. When you get to Liurnia, I think you have access to the vast majority of the coolest places in the game. And the most unique ones. Like you get at the end of Stormhill, you get inside Stormwell Castle, then you get to Liurnia, you get into the Rhea Academy, you can go to Noxtella, you can go to Nokron, you can go to the Divine Towers, you can go to the Carrier Manor. I mean, it's packed with so many cool and unique set pieces. And then you get to Altus Plateau, which has maybe a couple of them, but very generic. And then you get to the entire like Flame Peak that has nothing. I don't know. And for Azula, I like the aesthetic of Azula. I hated traversing it. I hated every single moment of traversing that map. But yeah, that is roughly my list. We're missing a lot of places though. Like we're missing Mount Gelmir, we're missing the Consecrated Snowfields, and I would have personally separated some of the boss arenas. We're missing Elphael. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Alright, it's kind of late, so let's do a final one. Oh, that's a long one. Did we do the waifus? Real quick. Alright, let's do the waifus. Let's is that a dung eater? Why is the dung eater in the list? Roderick is a solid A. Selen is a solid A. Is this the one that dies? I mean, I can't put it in the same place as the dung eater, but like, who are you even? Like, you died after a second after I talked to you, so. Fia? I didn't really like Fia. I think that Millicent is S tier. I'm so sorry for this poor lady. Give her fingers. That's Anastasia, isn't it? Anastasia is... Honestly, I respect the hustle. I respect the tenacity. I don't know who she is, what she wants from me, but I can respect that. This is gonna piss off so many people. Yeah, it has an A tier. So what if she's a little crazy? Lieutenant. She's got a fluffy dog. Well, she had a fluffy dog. Now she doesn't. I would rather try my luck with the dung eater than Renala. Rhea is S tier. I don't know why she's in the, like, human form. I suppose she's in human form, so it's only A. How many people did I just piss off? What do you mean, what? she's disfigured, blind, missing an arm and both legs. I mean, I don't want to sound mean, but like... Millicent is missing an arm. It's just an arm. One arm is fine, but like... Look, 1 out of 4 is okay. 3 out of 4 is a little too much for me, okay? Maybe that's just me. And she's blind. And she's got the rot. Do you want the rot? I don't want the rot. Rude. It's not rude, it's like... It's lore. He's rotted. Millicent, we cured her from the rot, right? Oh, also going to be angering a lot of people. Oh man. Alright, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Oh boy. Moving on. What is that wrong? Is that really wrong? I mean, although to be fair, she's a doll, which is why she's not like the first one. But she does have 4 arms. I'm just saying. Rani's fine, but how is Melina worse than Melania? I don't know. I honestly never got attached to Melina. It's a weird one for me. That character, I don't know. I just didn't really felt involved with her. I didn't really feel too much when said, "Oh, I want to throw myself into the fire for you," and I'm like, I mean, I can ask, but do whatever you wish. I don't know. It never felt like she was part of the journey. You met her once, and then like sometimes at another bonfire she sits next to you and says a couple of very cryptic things. And then all of a sudden at the end she says goodbye. Like when you get to Leinda, she's like, "Oh, you got me here. Thank you, bye. See ya, never." And then because you defeat Morgoth, she comes back and she's like, "Oh yeah, let's burn down the Erdtree. Oh yeah. I'm gonna throw myself in the fire." Like, why? Like, what's your motivation? I don't know. Maybe I didn't pay too much attention because I wasn't enjoying her, but I felt way more involved in Millicent's quest, like, and Raya's quest. And I mean, Rani is probably the best quest in the entire game. It's not just because of Rani, it's like the areas, she makes you go on a journey, you meet all her like generals and friends, and I think it's just so cool. You betrayed Rani in the end. I just thought that it would be more fitting to do the Rani thing when I make a sorcerer. I mean, it seems like betrayal now, but when I finish the game with the Moonlight Sword in hand, it's gonna feel so much better. A shame that both Millicent and Raya, I kinda didn't finish their quests. Raya disappeared at some point and I couldn't find her, and same goes for Millicent. But again, next time I play the game, we're going to go through the entire... I'm gonna make myself a list of all the things that I missed this time around. I'm gonna go through all of them. I'm gonna do the bosses that we missed. I'm gonna do all the quests, and I think I'm gonna do the achievements where we find all legendary stuff as well. But again, as I said, it's probably gonna be in a few months. I don't exactly know when, but after Spooktober for sure. There's too much stuff going on before that. I mean, we are a month away from freaking Starfield. In fact, not even a full month. A little bit more than 3 weeks. I'm not ready. No one is ready. And then after another 2 weeks after Starfield, Lies of P comes out. And after another 10 days, it's Spooktober. It's going to be so busy. So busy. But yeah. Oh, what happened? There was a way to reload that, I believe. There you go. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun, talking a little bit about the game.